Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel, and today we are coming at you all with a real treat. But before we get into that, let us reintroduce ourselves. I am Savannah and this is...
And I am Cullen, and we are back.
So today our video is going to be about college, all about college. And we're gonna title it
5 Tips to be successful in college.
A little bit of background. Cullen and I are recent graduates of college, so we know all about the struggles and difficulties of college. And by the grace of God, we were able to be very successful in college. But these 5 tips are what we stood by to help us get through. And hopefully, it'll help you get through too.
Number 1, our first tip that we believe is one of the most important things in college is time management
and organization.
Let's get to it.
So time management and organization are so vital to college because it's much different from high school. You make your own schedules, you're involved in different organizations, different study groups, eating with your friends and going to parties. So you have to be responsible to make your own schedules to be able to get your work done on time and still be able to have fun. Also, what's different in college, your teachers are not going to remind you about due dates as much. It's just going to be due, and it's up to you to know when things are due and to know when your tests start, because you're more responsible for your own education at this point than you are in high school. So that's why being organized is so important. And how we kept up with everything, we're planners. We live by planners. And in school, we wrote everything out. Due dates, meeting dates, everything, because if not, you'll commit to things and you'll end up overcommitting yourself, or you'll end up missing due dates or being late for things, and that's just never fun. It just causes more stress than it needs to be.
I don't want it stress. Actually, she's the one that got me on planners. Coming into college.
Gotta put them on. Put them onto the planner.
She put me on. She did. I mean, coming into college, I was the one that always tried to remember everything. And that kind of weighed on me pretty heavily in the beginning, because your boy was forgetting plenty of stuff to do. I was like, oh man, I forgot to do an assignment. Another part of time management and organization, more so in the organization part, having a set system to organize your classes. Whether that is folders, multiple binders. College, you want your work to be turned in professionally because you're building on your professionalism while you're going throughout college. So creating that organization is definitely a key factor that has helped both of us within our college years.
Last key point on this first tip is going to be making sure that you make time for yourself. I know in school, it's so many things going on and it's easy to spread yourself very thin and get burnt out. So also, while you're scheduling due dates and scheduling meetings, make sure you schedule in some time for yourself. If you like to enjoy a movie or you like to enjoy dinner with a friend, schedule that in once a week to make sure you are also taking care of yourself and not burning yourself out. Okay, so our second tip, which is also vitally important, is going to be making sure that you use your resources.
Use them. Utilizing resources is very important within college, whether it be office hours, whether it be professional groups, organizations, teachers' assistants. There's a ton of different things that you can utilize. It's going to office hours. Your teachers are better able to have a relationship with you the more that they see your face. The more time that you spend with talking with that teacher, trying to show that you're actually trying to understand that class, it helps the teacher to see that this student is really trying to put in the effort to learn.
In high school, you may have a class of maybe 30 to 50 people. In your general education classes that you take mostly your freshman and sophomore year, you can have up to like 200 to 300 people in a class. So it's no way for your professor to really get to know you in a sea of so many students. So that's why office hours is a great opportunity to go get to know your professor and let them know what type of student you are, that you are invested in learning the education. So at the end of the semester, say you get into a bind, say you're just 0.5 away from getting that B or that A you really wanted. If you have a relationship with that professor, they're more apt to help you out. As if you're just 1 in 300 that showed up to the class and they never got to have a relationship with you. Getting to know your professor, if they feel you're a good student, they'll be more apt to write you a letter of recommendations, which you'll need for virtually everything else you do. And also having their mentorship of them being a professor in something you're trying to learn. In college, go to tutoring. Don't be embarrassed, because that is what they are there to do.
They are there to help you.
They are there to help you out. So don't be embarrassed about going to tutoring, getting free books from a certain organization, getting a mentor, all that stuff, y'all. Even if it seemed lame in high school, in college, this is the way to get through.
Being an engineering major, there was this big thing at our university was our math tutorial center. And basically at this math tutorial center, they would tutor in all 100 level and 200 level math courses. And what that means is your freshman and sophomore level math courses. There were tutors to help you out in all of those math classes, and I had to go. I thought that I was very good in math, one of my favorite subjects. And I was like, oh, I won't need a tutor for math, that's nothing. Then I got into differential equations. Shoot. I had to go get some tutoring and help for that. So definitely utilize those resources.
And don't struggle alone. If you're having a problem, seek out a resource, seek out a mentor, and seek out your professors, because they love to help.
Tip number 3, get involved and find things that you enjoy.
Definitely, definitely. So in college, you hear so much about getting involved. It kind of sounds cliche, but I promise you, getting involved is so beneficial to your college career. You meet so many other passionate students that are involved in things that you're interested in. Getting involved really benefits you. It helps you to become more of a leader. It gives you other resources and fellow students, and it gives you friends, and it's fun. In college, yes, it's studying and it's hard work, but you also want to have fun. And if you want to join a singing group because you love to sing, as long as your schoolwork is coming first and it's not interfering on that, do it. If you love to dance, join a dance group. It's so many things out there, y'all, so definitely get involved.
There's sports clubs, there's intramural sports, plenty of different things. When I came into college, I thought that I wasn't going to do anything. A big part of that is you have to be willing to step out of comfort zone.
It's a big part, stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely, because I thought I was just going to just be the guy you may see at the gym a few days out of the week and just go to my room and, be with my friends. But it took a lot for me to step out of my comfort zone, but that's when I saw the most growth in myself, was when I had said, hey, I'm gonna sign up for this organization, even though I have interest in what they do, don't necessarily know all that may entail within that position, but I'm gonna do it just to try something different and see where I lead to. And you may sign up for an organization that may not be for you, but in college there's so many different things to try from. There's not a problem with trying something and say, hey, this isn't for me, and then going back and finding something else that you like even more.
Another thing about organizations is a lot of them you may have to interview or you may have to apply.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people are very nervous about that. Something I learned in college is everything is competitive. Everything is going to be competitive. Don't let that scare you away, because you are a good candidate. And don't talk down on yourself and talk yourself out of doing something you are really passionate about. If you try for something and you don't get it one year, if you're still passionate about that organization, try again. Don't give up on yourself, or don't give up on something you're passionate about. Getting involved is great, and I definitely recommend it. But don't get over involved. That is very easy to do, because you want to do all the fun things, you want to be in all the fun organizations, but y'all have to remember why you're in school, why you're paying this money, or why you're paying these loans, or to get these grades. So always make sure your schoolwork comes first, and then after that, enjoy all the organizations you want.
Peer pressure is very real in college. Don't think because the peer pressure is there that you have to always fall into it. People will respect you if you are strong within your convictions and go aside from things that you may be pressured to do.
And that doesn't mean you have to judge people that are doing something
Not
that
at all.
you might not want to take part in. Just say, as for me, that's not something I'm interested in doing. But if you want to do it, cool with that. But don't feel pressured that you have to do what everybody else is doing, because they will respect you for being strong in your beliefs.
Tip number 4 is, drum roll, all about the money, scholarships.
So now you got into school, yay.
In this.
But how are you gonna pay for this expensive college education? For most people, you need scholarships. How do you get scholarships? You either have scholarships that are merit-based, or they're like financial based, based on how much your family or household makes. Make sure you look into all the scholarships that you would qualify for based from your financial status. Another way to get scholarships are the merit-based scholarships, and those are more the scholarships I personally had to go for. But y'all, it's a ton of scholarships out here to get. Most community organizations offer scholarships. A lot of hospitals offer scholarships. Greek organizations offer scholarships. So just get on the internet, and I would just search scholarships. Search the eligibility to see if you would qualify for that scholarship. Normally it's a short application with an essay. Nobody likes to write essays, but if it knocks $2,000 or $3,000 off of your tuition bill, it's definitely worth it.
We will put links to scholarship websites and books that we have heard about in the description below. So click on those links, check those out to see. And also don't think that, hey, I don't qualify for this scholarship. If you feel that you are close enough, go for it. You never know what happens. God blesses us in unexpected ways at times. And I've heard also of people that have been blessed with scholarship opportunities that they thought that, hey, I could not get this scholarship, and they got it. So go for those as well that you may be close to, but maybe not all the way into it.
Also look for things that you're interested in majoring in. When I was online looking for scholarships, I would look up nursing scholarships, and there's a lot of scholarships out there specifically for nursing, specifically for STEM, engineering, English. So also that's another avenue you can look at for as far as finding scholarships. If you're of a different race, if you're African American, if you're Hispanic, look for scholarships for that as well. It's so many opportunities out here, y'all. You just have to find them and be willing to put in the work of the essay. But at the end, it's so worth it. Be in contact with your financial aid office. A lot of times there's additional money out there that we just miss because we aren't aware. We didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So be in contact with your financial aid officers to find out, like, hey, this is my financial status, these are my grades, this is what I'm involved in, what is out there available for me.
That is big, what she just said, because there are also scholarships available while you're going through college, not only for when you come in. And that's something that I did not know going into college, that you could still apply for scholarships going through college.
I think that's something most people don't know. So don't be embarrassed or afraid to get into your financial aid office and figure out what is out there for you.
Last but certainly not least, our tip number 5 is faith.
Faith for us was a vital, necessary piece to our lives now and our college lives. College is great and fun, but it's also very stressful. It's also taxing. It attacks your mind, your self-confidence. A lot of people slip into depressions. Like, that is very real, y'all.
Yes.
And how we got through it was prayer. It was so many nights I cried for a test, cried for a grade, y'all, on my knees praying. Times I spoke a little bit in my nursing video how I really thought I was not gonna get to nursing program, and the Lord came through for me. I understand people have different beliefs and preferences, but as for us, this is what we believe, and faith was a vital part of us getting through college and being able to be as successful as we were. I know I went through my struggles that I feel the Lord helped me through, and Cullen went through his struggles as well.
Definitely. Engineering was always a big part of what I wanted to do going into college, and I went through, I guess you could say, some just tough times. I was confused, conflicted on what I wanted to do, and also initially coming into the university, I wasn't accepted into the engineering program, so I didn't know where I was, I guess what avenue or route I was going to take, and it took a lot of prayer as far as just really just spending time in devotion with God and saying, God, I'm here. What is it that you have called for me to do, and what is it that you want me to go into? There was a point where I thought that I wasn't going to be coming back to the university because I was just slipping so low, and the symptoms that I went through were stages of depression. And I just thought that I can't make it through this. But by the grace of God, He blessed me with people, supporting people, especially the woman that's sitting right next to me in this video, that helped push me through school and helped push me through college when I didn't have the belief and faith in myself. And also on the faith aspect, there's a lot of different, of course, there's a lot of different religions and faith out there, but there are a lot of organizations that you can be a part of as well. For us, there were Bible studies that we could join to help to strengthen our faith as we're going through a tough week or something. But also within those Bible studies, there were people there that will pray for you as you were going through the difficult things that you were dealing with, whether they're mental attacks, whether it's hard classes.
And like what Cullen said, in those organizations, it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people. If you know you are a spiritual Christian person, surround yourself, like what Cullen said, with people that will pray for you, people that will sit there and listen to you and be able to sympathize with you and support you and quote you a scripture when you need it, to be there to motivate you. Those are the type of people that you need to surround yourself with, and just finding like-minded people on campus.
Definitely.
Going along with what we were talking about is just the importance of prayer, y'all. Like, prayer got us through it. Through it, for real. But I'm being so serious when I say that, y'all, because college is going to tempt you and throw you in so many different ways. There's so many different things in college that will cause you to fear and cause you to worry, and we all know those are things that the Lord has told us we don't have to do if we just pray to Him and give it up to Him. And this is a lesson we had to learn so much, because I know we both worried about so much in college. We would call our parents and they would say, don't worry, pray. Don't worry, pray.
And the scripture that really helped me, that I stood by this forever, still stand by it today. And you have your times when you get weak. I go to 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but He's given us love, power, and a sound mind. That scripture helped me get through some tough times, when there were times that I had to stand up for things that were, I guess, not the easiest to stand up for, or when I felt that I wasn't adequate enough to apply for a position or go forward within school. As I mentioned earlier, to quote that I want to say is that really stuck with me. This was by Pastor J. Lawrence Turner at Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church in Memphis. And the quote that he left us with one sermon was, "The conviction of what God has done in your past is the confidence of what God can do in your future." And to simplify that even more, is if He did it before, He can do it again. Whatever God's got you through in the beginning, you think back into the toughest times you've been in, it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. But now you passed that time, you probably don't even think back to that time now. But God can get you through those tough times in college just as well.
So thank you all so much for tuning in to our 5 tips to be successful in college. We hope and pray that you will gain something from this video. Share this video with fellow college students and other students about to begin college, because these are all tips we wish we would have known before going into college. So hopefully it'll help you all.
Definitely, these tips have helped us tremendously. And that's why we want to come together, first off, to make this channel to help with things that have helped us, with not only within our relationship, but also things that we've got through academically and professionally as well.
So if you all like this video, if you learned something from it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We have many more things coming out for you all. And if you all have any questions about college, faith, anything that we have mentioned, leave us a comment below. We'll get back to you. So thank you all for supporting us. We love you all, and we'll catch you in our next video.
Until next time.